opportunities to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they...
He's loose. Oh, a lot of space. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody in sight as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any back is yards after contact. Well, yards before contact can be sort of a badge of honor for that O-line.
Yeah, let's give them some credit. They got tremendous push getting hats on hats. They made that easy.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
From inside the... And he loses the football. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Taylor. Keeps it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Ohio State's offense headed on to the field. Our first look at them today. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Under fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Connection to the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Buckeyes are on the move. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On the run, it's Peoples. Powers through the defender. Another broken tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
The Buckeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. Trying play action. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute those passing play if you're throwing.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. The lead is down to a field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Minnesota has been perfect in bowl games under P.J. Fleck. Now the challenge, row that boat into deeper postseason waters.
But this is a guy who's very tenured in an era of college football where there's so much turmoil and turnover at the head coaching spot. Minnesota has found their guy in consistency. I think he's a guy who motivates this team extremely well, Dave, and because of that each and every year, this has got to be a program to keep your eye on.
Always, and they're always a team that's knocking on the door, beating some of these better teams that are playing for national titles or playing to get in the college football playoff. Just consistency, defense, toughness, always have a running game. Don't beat themselves. That's what you expect from Minnesota football teams.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the snap, it's Taylor. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
It's caught. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Ncaa. Pressure coming. Oh, they're after him. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pocket breaking down. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Touch pass on the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom from gut will on the own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
The Golden Gophers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Rushes on him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offensive possession. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Makes a signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Wants to throw on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's the heat. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The sure hands, it's Tate. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Corner's going to give them room. They'll go to the air on third and short. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Golden Gophers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Saying. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a third and long. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tracy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Safe completion on the screen. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come upfield in those situations where you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love it, but David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Unloads it left. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He'll keep it himself, gliding off the defender. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now the play fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Taylor. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Ncaa. They'll run the screen. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A great catch and run for 6.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. He'll return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Gets it out quickly. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Ncaa. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Great job by the pass rush up front. Third and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Reading the option, it's Ncaa. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give on the option. Oh, he's getting a hasty. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. They go to the ground. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. To the air on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback...
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. There's the pressure. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. They're setting up the screen. Wide open spaces. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Finds his target down the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. Pulls it in down the middle. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air, it's Lindsey. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today.
Picked off to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team fall